Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the biggest agricultural platform known as Nduna Wengombe, which is Headman of Cattle. Today on this 18th of June, a Friday evening, I decided I chose to do a video on mangoes because I love eating mangoes. A lot of us love eating mangoes, but it's not a winter fruit, it's a summer fruit. So I'm going to talk about mangoes today, the different variants, the different types of mangoes that you get. India alone has about, I wrote this down here, let me just make sure I'm not lying, that I'm not giving you guys fallacies. India has about 17 different types of mangoes, 17 different types. Just that's alone in India. I believe worldwide there are a lot. I think there are about 25 different types of mangoes worldwide, but there could be more. I could be wrong on that. So let's get into the information. As you guys know, I'm never writing solo. I got my trusted notebook here. With my not so flattering handwriting. So let's get into it. They say mango farming is the leading fruit crop farming of India and is considered to be the king of fruits. Beside the delicious taste, excellent flavor, and attractive fragrance, it is rich in vitamin A and C. So it's got vitamin A and C. The tree is hardy in nature and requires comparatively low maintenance costs. Mango fruit is utilized at all stages of its development, both in its immature and mature state. Raw fruits are used for making chutney, pickles, and juice. The ripe fruits, beside being used for dessert, are also utilized for preparing several products like squashes, syrups, nectar, jam, jellies. The mango kernel also contains 8 to 10% good quality fat, which is used for soap and also as a substitute for cola in confectionaries. Fresh mangoes and mango pulp are important items for agri-export. From India. India's main export destination for mangoes are the USA and other Middle East countries. So India has a big exporting in America. America is the biggest market in the Middle East. With a limited quality being shipped to the European markets. Although India is the largest mango producing country, accounting to about 60% of worldwide production, the export of fresh fruit is limited to the Alphonse, and the Dashiria variety. I hope I said that right. Variety. It's a mango type. They continue saying, India's shares in the world's mango market is about 50%. 50% mango accounts for 40% of the total fruit exports from the country. There is a good scope of increasing the area and production of mangoes in the country. This is based on India, guys. Mangoes can be propagated from seed or propagated from a small plant, from an immature plant, are generally propagated by several techniques like the veneer grafting and the epicotalia grafting. The best planting season for mango trees. Planting is usually done the months of November to April. This is in Namibia based on the rain patterns. In rain-fed areas and during February to March in irrigated areas. In cases of heavy rainfall zones, planting is taken up at the end of the rainy season. So if you're in an area such as in Namibia where you have heavy rains, let's say the Zambezi region, the best time for you to plant would be at the end of April, end of November to April, to not have so much rain, cause not waterlogging your seeds. So you need to plant them usually at the end of the rainy season, or if the rain is just normal, you can plant them during the rainy season. They say spacing of mango trees. The planting distance is about 10 to 10 meters and 12 to 12 meters in dry and moist zones, respectively. In the model scheme, a spacing of 8 to 8 meters with a population of about 63 plants per acre has been considered, which was observed to be common in areas covered during a field study. Training of mango plants. Training of plants as of mango farming in the initial stages of growth is very important to give them a proper shape, especially in cases where the grafting has branched too low. Nutrient required for mango trees. Fertilizers may be applied in two split doses. One half immediately after the harvesting of the fruit. This would be in June and July, but I think they would differ. I believe here we harvest our mangoes right about December, leading to January. But this is in India. This is based in India. In other halves in October, in both young and old orchard, by irrigation if there are no rains. For layer applications of about 3%, not 30, 3% urea in sandy soil is recommended before flowering. So you put urea in sandy soil before the flowering of the plant, and you put four layer fertilizers of about 3% in the soil. So they continue to say, well decomposed farmyard manure, which could be any brand of well decomposed manure, be applied every year. For trench application of fertilizer, 400 grams each of nitrogen and 200 of so they say P2O5, which is phosphorus pentoxide. So that's phosphorus pentoxide, P2O5. Per plant should be provided. Micronutrients may be applied as per the requirement in the form of the foliar spray. Irrigation requirements for mango plants. Young plants are watered frequently. For proper establishment. In the case of growth up trees, irrigation of about 10 to 15 day intervals from fruit set to maturity. Don't know why my tongue is slipping. Is beneficial for improving yieldage. However, irrigation is not recommended for 2 to 3 months prior to flowering, as it is likely to promote vegetative growth at the expense of the flowering. Harvesting and the yield of the mango crop. They say the yield of the mango varies greatly depending upon the variety and agroclimatic conditions prevailing in the region. Grafted mango trees start bearing from their fifth year onwards. However, seeding trees may take 8 to 10 years. So a grafted one is usually your hybrid. It's your hybrid mango type of tree. That one would already start bearing fruit in their fifth year, while the one you plant from a seed, the original one as you would put it, would only start bearing fruit from 8 to 10 years. At the start of bearing at the age of about 3 to 4 years, the yield may be as low as about 10 to 20 fruits. That is about 2 to 3 kgs per tree, rising to 50 to 75 fruits. That is about 10 to 15 kgs in the subsequent year, and to about 500 fruits. That's about 100 kgs in its 10th year. The productivity age of a grafted mango tree is usually 40 to 50 years, after which the yield declines. So after 40 to 50 years, you might have to start changing your mango tree. You might have to chop them or remove them. Post-harvest management of mango crops. Storage of mangoes. The shelf life of mangoes being short is 2 to 3 weeks. So 2 to 3 weeks shelf life of a mango plant, so you have to get them out by then. They are cooled as soon as possible as to store temperatures of about 30 degrees Celsius. A few varieties can withstand storage temperatures of about 10 degrees Celsius. Steps involved in post-harvest handling include preparation, grading, washing, drying, waxing, packaging, and pre-cooling. Pelletization and transportation. Mango varieties. I have pictures of these bad boys. Let me just get to them. So we have the different type of mango varieties here. I'm going to show you just pictures of them. So we're going to start off with the Kent mango variety. which is, where are you now? Oh yeah, here we go. This is the Kent mango variant. This is the Kent mango variant. That's how it looks like. So the Kent mango variant, this variant is ideal for juicing and drying. Its fruits are available from December to February. When the fruit starts to ripen, yellow dots cover its skin. So we have the Tommy, where's this bad boy? We have the Tommy Atkinson. Let me just get a picture of him so people can understand which one I'm talking about. This is the Tommy Atkinson. That's how he looks like. That's the type of mango, Tommy Atkinson. Tommy Atkinson is native to Florida. It is the most extensively grown variant in the United States. This fruit primarily grows in Brazil, Mexico, Guatemala, and Ecuador. The fruit is ready from March to July. Then we have the Carabel. We have the Carabel. Let me just get a picture of this bad boy. The Carabel. This is the Carabel mango. That's the Carabel mango. They say the Carabel mango belongs to the Philippines. It is also known as the Malayan mango, the Champagne or the Philippine mango. It is the national fruit of the Philippines, and the country comes on number 6 after India, China, Pakistan, Brazil, and Mexico in its production. Then we have the Graham mango. The Graham mango, yeah, this is the, yep. That's the Graham mango. That's how it looks like, the Graham mango. So the Graham mango was originated in Trinidad from the seedlings of the Julian mango. It is oval shaped and turns yellow with a bumpy skin when ripe. So then we have the kite mango. That's the kite mango. That guy, that's the kite mango. The kite mango is familiar to Mexico, Ecuador, and the United States and Brazil. The primary source of the kite mangoes. This way you can find in those countries. You can release the fruit from. You can harvest the fruit from March to April. I don't know where my brain is running to. Oh, March to April, August, September. They are famous in Asia, in Asian cuisines, and where they are enjoyed as pickles. So then we got the Hayden, that's the Hayden mango. The Hayden mango, mainly cultivated in Mexico, Peru, Ecuador. These bright red mangoes have green and yellow shade skins with small white dots in an oval to round shape. So that's the type. Then you have the Francois. The Francois or the Franciscus. Franciscus. I don't know if I'm saying that right. That's that guy. The Francis. That's the Francis mango. So they say the Francis, you can have this luscious mango from May to June. The primary source of this mango is Haiti and Ecuador. The fruit grows with green overtone that become yellow and change to more golden when the mango ripens. This is the guy that turns golden. And then I have the honey. The honey, just from the name, I'm sure you guys can already imagine the color would be yellow. It would be yellow. That's how the honey looks like. They say the honey available from March to June. The primary source are Mexico, Brazil, Peru, Ecuador. When fully ripe, the fruit turns deep yellow with small wrinkles and acquires a flattened, oblong shape. So those are the type of mangoes that you find. So you got the Tommy Atkins, you got the Hayden, you got the honey, you got the Francis, you got the Graham, and you got the kite. Then you got the Carabel. You got the Carabel type of mango. And then India has about 17 different types of mangoes. I would love to go through them. The most famous one is the Alphonse and the Dashiri. That's the most common ones that I've heard people spoke about. You got mangoes like the Bombay Green, the Nielma, the Bangapali. India has a lot of mangoes. As I said, they have about 17 variants of mangoes in India. So you would not get tired eating mangoes in India. So if you're a mango lover, India is the country to be. So those are my 2 cents on this video of mangoes, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know there were a couple of mistakes there, but hey, you know, it's why I do this. Am I familiar with mango farming? Not really. I've not really farmed mangoes at large scale. We do have about 4 mango trees that I planted. I believe they are the, which variant would they be? They would be the, let me just have a look through these pictures. Not the Francis, not the Hayden, not the, could be the Kite, could be the Kite. We probably have the Kite variant. I remember I planted this back in 2010. That's the type of mango I planted. And those are the type of mangoes that I believe we have, because they turn green outside and turn yellow inside. So I believe we have the Kite type of mango. Or we could have, I don't think we have the grain. It could be the Kite or the Kent. It could also be the Kent. But the Kent is also yellow inside and green outside. But I see it gets a shade of red. So I believe it's the Kite or the Kent, but I'm leaning more towards the Kite type of mango plant that we have in our backyard. So those are my 2 cents on mango. So if you want to get into them, you guys can get into it. You can start up your own mango plantation. As they say, they take about 5 years or so, 3 to 5 years to grow. So they take their time growing. You just have to be a person of patience. You have to be patient, to have some serious patience when growing them. And you should also remember, you should do your fertilization, which is very important to encourage them to grow. So those are my 2 cents on the different types of mangoes, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, my 2 cents on that. The information is, of course, accredited from how to begin mango farming. The mango website, that's where I got it. That's where I got it. So those are my 2 cents on that issue of mango farming. Now, without any delays in this, I just want to say, have yourself a wonderful night and bye for now. Have yourself a good night.